gotta think about everything else. You can't do none of that. Thinking about the death.
You talking about the 5 stages of grief.
Come on, man, something. Yeah. Why the five? I'm talking about 5 stages of grief. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about the way it works.
You literally was listening on Paul's point while you was listening.
God told me. Do you think I knew that? No, I'm telling you. You knew it. No, I didn't know. No, I knew it. And listen, let me tell you something, right? The creator, tell me everything I want to know on the prophet. So, let me tell you something.
So you never heard about bargaining?
No, I
never heard about anger?
I know what I mean.
You don't know what bargaining is?
No.
You gotta negotiate with people. See, you're bargaining right now. You're bargaining with God right now. You got your 5 stages of grief where you are bargaining, you got your anger, you got your depression, you got your acceptance at the very final step.
The only thing I accepted was the fact that everything that I ever saw, I never saw. Everything I ever touched, I never touched, right? The only thing that I accepted is everything that I believe I love never existed, right? Because it can't exist. How can it exist when matter don't exist? Listen, let me say, matter does exist. Listen, you're sitting on matter exists in this reality, but it's more than one reality grouped all together. Listen, let me say this, right? I'm not saying what I'm saying.
You ever get the feeling that your job just doesn't fit anymore? Glassdoor can help you zero in on the next step in your step aboard the world's most luxurious view. Cruising all-inclusive
Should make you feel different. I'm not saying what I'm saying you should agree with. But what I'm saying is like, you know matter, I agree with you. What everything you said about matter is correct. But I'm telling you it's more to matter, right? And that's what matters, right? Let people understand this, right? Because I know one thing self-study has never done. That's why they keep on looking at matter. They try to figure out what's under matter. Like, what the fuck is matter? Right? What the fuck is matter? What are we? What is the earth located? Right? Them things that are logical, right? Them are not things that you can use your emotions for, but them are the things you should be focused on this life.
We've already discovered what matter is.
No. Then why come they just said now, they discovered that matter observed differently when you're watching it. Listen, let me say this. And people understand this, right? So if you watch matter, it observes one way. But if they take their eyes off matter, they found out that it doesn't exist. It disappears. Listen, but only time it changed when they focus on it in your mind, tell them what it do, kind of like fast, kind of like your eyes. Let's talk about the eyes.
Let's talk about a paradox.
Oh, you talking about the eyes at first, right? So like your eyes, like a black hole, everything go down. Kind of like instantly, it goes down, hits the part of your brain, tell your brain what it just saw, and then a picture pop up. But it's done so fast, right? But did you know this? That if you go to the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, time moves faster at the top of your feet, at the bottom of your feet, than you do at the top of your head. And people don't know this, right? People don't understand what's really
How time have relevance on your feet?
yeah, because it's moving faster in different situations. Because people don't understand this. Right now, what we call matter is nothing but light that they found out. But this right here, matter is light moving at a different speed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, matter
Matter
cannot be destroyed. Matter only gets redirected. So right now you're smoking. So that is not going. So matter can't be destroyed.
Same thing, energy is the same thing. And what I'm gonna tell you, matter and energy is the same thing.
It's not.
Let me tell you something. Because under matter is energy. It's energy. Listen.
Inside of matter and energy. That's how you got kinetic energy.
That's what I'm saying. So that particular piece of energy is connected to something that's greater than that matter. That was here before that matter. Right? And that's what I'm saying. That little piece inside of this matter qualifies it to be connected to something that'll never leave. Right? And that thing that'll never leave is the oneness of God. That's what I'm saying. So everything that you see, that I see, if I pass you this cup right now, right? Deep inside this cup, somebody thought about it. And that thought about it lives in this cup. Right? It lives in this cup. Because that thought didn't come from that person. That thought came from God.
So that legacy is continuing on through this cup.
What? And listen, I can prove it. Listen, let me tell you this. The person that invented the gun, they first invented the gun, the America was going through crazy wars. They were losing. So a guy invented the gun. I ain't talking about regular guns. Our gun been invented. I talking about the one that shoot 15 times. Just boom.
Yes.
They invented that gun. The wife of the man that invented invent the gun. After he died, started getting haunted. Right? Started going crazy, sniffing the house, going crazy. Why? Because they were trying to kill her for what? The feeling that she put on people. They use the emotions to trap certain things in this reality to keep on scaring people. They call them ghosts. But they never untraveled, unprocessed emotions, right? Did you know this? So when a person died, automatically your soul photocopies. You got a photocopy right there. Right, photocopy automatically. And that's what people call ghosts. And that's what people around looking for. But I'm just trying to keep it real right now. I don't understand about both reality. Listen, I never sat with nobody that was smarter than you. They might ask me, you know what, interview. I know it's gonna be one of the ones, or you know what, you're gonna be tested, but I know the Spirit of God is always be tested, but I got a message to that. And if I don't get in front of somebody that's really knowledgeable, and it's like, you know, me, I can't even test that, which I say I am. But it's like I say, matter is real. It's like, watch, I don't want nobody to think at home, I'm crazy, don't say matter don't exist. I'm not saying matter doesn't exist. I'm saying there's something that matter.
So let me break down the understanding of matter. So right now, we got this cigar. That cigar does not disappear because the flame went onto it. It is redirected, and that matter became the smoke. It just taken the tail back. So it's still there. And that's what this entire everything thing around us has been here for millennials. So the thing that we're not understanding when they talk about the Big Bang Theory, and people are talking about the little atoms that came together and exploded, it wasn't just two small atoms that came together. It was all from the matter imploding on itself. And it exploded and it faded out and it still expanded.
Before we go too far, people don't understand it. I want to keep it based on positive emotions. I'm pretty important in this everything is one. Listen, everything comes from one source. And then one thing that you say is broken off into many things. If everybody right now, I believe people can't, if the emotions wasn't separated like mad, anger, and all that, you wouldn't get the idea. Just like right now, if you take a house got 11 things on the back, and that got wires going through, and it's got power going everywhere. If that power is just going to one place, it'll blow. Right. So like, I believe that emotions are one gift, but they have different sort of like techniques that you can use.
Are you familiar with the Disney movie Inside Out?
No, I don't watch movies at all.
Okay, so they got a new movie that came out. The little girl, she had 5 emotions in her head, and they're all in control of the board. It's anger, it's disgust, it's fear, it's joy, it's sadness. And they're all fighting to control this girl's mind, and it's showing a representation of these emotions. When she gets older, new emotions enter the room. She still doesn't know that they're operating her head, but now there's another one that is like basically being petty. One is anxiety.
What you asking though? I don't know. You get a crazy interview. You got long ass questions. It's like you the person. I don't get this.
No, I'm telling you this so that way you can understand where I'm going with this.
I'm confused.
So you have these different emotions that are entering into your head every day. There's another emotion that comes into play. So if you're telling me that we're trying to identify these emotions, you can't simplify them. There's an infinite amount of emotions that keep entering your head daily. So how can you know exactly what emotions you have if you don't know which ones are new emotions in your head?
There you go. Listen, I'm saying in this round, it's only.
Oh shit, I'm on live, my bad. It's a teacher. T-shirt.
As you remember more come.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that people are not aware of the ones they got in order to get new ones. So I'm saying, so a person that's a slave for love or a slave for their fear. I know a lot of people that won't even get in a car because of an accident they had in the past, right? person alone or nobody alone in this earth for them created that can control their emotion.
How would you be able to identify a new emotion that you think you are able to
You
be?
know about it, because you can't identify something you would never get. A lot of people don't get that. You would never get no more emotion on this level. To identify a new emotion, you have to get out of this in the form. And you just,
I don't believe that to be true, because you have to understand what sadness was at that point.
that's not a new emotion. I'm saying that
And the first time you experienced it, how did you know to recognize it then?
listen, that's what I'm saying. So I really be perfectly clear. Human emotion are called human emotion for a reason. They're human emotions. And everyone has the same emotion. But everybody's finding different words to break them down. So what I'm saying is, human emotions are what I like to call powers. If you know how to use them correctly, then you can manifest things in this reality. And I'm saying that once you use them correctly and you stop the reincarnation cycle, then war will begin. But I'm saying that when you use them emotions, and the emotions can show itself millions of different ways, but it's still the same emotion.
So do you believe in what you were recently just saying about the ghosts, the photocopies that you have? Do you believe that that can enter your head and now you can interpret that as an emotion, but it's actually someone that's already passed away having an experience with you?
I believe this, and I'm not gonna like say what I believe I can deal with facts, but I know this, that a person's emotional memory is tapped in by what they feel. So if I feel and I think about something that somebody called me, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. So yes, that could be possible, and yes, that's not only possible, that's what's happening in life. Everybody is thinking about the last time that something happened and moving off that. Who you know not moving off yesterday? Let's say who you know, but you know, of course, it's not what you're supposed to do every day is a new day. But people don't do that. Everybody moving off yesterday. I'm telling you, you're supposed to be aware. And listen, if you watch this,
New day is a new day.
with moving off yesterday, remember yesterday, but don't think yesterday was the day that it was. Today's a different day, and you don't have to use that information anymore. That's what I mean.
So
Remember?
if you throw that away, then what are you left with? How are you supposed to move if you don't have any memory anymore?
Remember I told you about the frog?
Yeah.
Right, let me tell you this, right? You said why it caught it. Why you said it caught it?
Because it studied it.
It studied it, right? But why did it not catch it a couple of other times?
Because it's first time experiencing it.
So what that's telling you about everything that I'm telling you, you answer the question for yourself, and then you want me to answer the question, but just listen to what you just.
Well, this is what I was trying to tell you at the beginning. You disagreed.
No, I disagree because disagreement is only an agreement. Let me tell you something. Listen, if you disagree with somebody, right, do you actually disagree with them, or you're not just accepting the reality of what they're saying? I don't believe a disagreement is even possible. I believe that everybody's truth is everybody's truth, and I believe that my truth may not be your truth, but who say it's not true, right? So you know what I'm saying, right? I may disagree with you on matter, but I can't disagree with you on matter because everything you said about matter is true. I'm just telling you that under matter is something else that you gotta be aware of, right? And this ain't under emotions is something else that you gotta be aware of. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that what you're saying is a lie. I'm saying, okay, cool, this is physical. Of course I know this. Of course I know emotions hurt. Of course I know this. But I'm saying under all of that is a reason. And that reason is more powerful than the emotion itself.
And that's when you root a core memory. Your core memory is in connection of that emotion that you felt in that moment, the traumatic experience itself, and how it has relevance to how you keep progressing.
But the core memory not in your body. That's why
So where is it at?
right here, right now.
But it's your core memory. Why would it be on here for all of us?
It's not your core memory because it all goes back to one connection. Remember I just told you about the light, the one connection that we all get. Who teaches? Who loves? So when you feel those things and you love, you feeling what? You feeling God. You feeling the Creator. So that's something that we cannot take. Listen, I cannot take hold to the person that created love. I can't take hold to the person that created information. I'm just tapping into the source. None of this stuff was done by me, right? None of this stuff that I can tell you right now was my idea. All this stuff was given to me. Because I don't know none of this shit.
So if you're saying this about not having control of emotions, because people can't control their emotions, how are there tier levels to your anger?
Because you're not aware of, listen,
So you got tier levels of your anger. You can have a smaller one and it can be larger.
You're not understanding. Redirecting emotions is not controlling them. Listen, you cannot control them. Listen, it's like hopping on a fucking bull. You can't control the emotions. Emotions not made to be a control. They're made for you to take aware of, know how to redirect them. Listen, I don't think you understand.
But you can, so one emotion can be held on different levels, correct? Would you agree to that?
Listen,
You can have one emotion of anger, but it can be different levels of anger. Where you bump your toe and then it's like, okay, it's in your head, and then you bump your toe and you punch a window.
What I'm saying. Let me tell you something. Stored anger becomes the problem. It's not redirected nowhere else. Listen, stored anger, now you mad all the time.
That's that energy.
It's a build-up, but you don't know how to release it. That's what I'm saying, right? If you know how to release it, do something else. Listen, let me tell you this, right? Somebody make you mad, right? They make you mad because, say somebody make you mad because, like, they say, oh, you broke, right? People use that, I'm gonna attack them. But why not use that to get some money? I'm broke, okay, cool. And then use that emotion differently, go get you some money, and then you're good. You ain't gotta hurt them. See, that's the different thing about the emotion. You redirected that emotion.
But your emotion, it sounds like you're describing it, is your reaction. You were saying that if you
Felt it before you reacted. I don't think you get it. Before you reacted, you felt it, right? Your reaction comes after you feel it.
no, the emotion is the reaction.
No, you
Because
felt it first.
because no, it's cause and effect.
I don't think you get it. I don't think, all right now,
Cause and effect.
no, right now, you, let me say something. Let me close this down. Before I scream, the pain is fear, right? The scream is me letting everybody know that I feel pain, right? But the actual pain caused nothing. Everything else was trying to get somebody else to pay attention to it. Let me say this, right?
And I think the part that you're missing is cause of pain is the action.
No. Listen, let me say something. I'm just saying the actual pain. Here's what I'm saying. If you look at
I'm cooking, so.
everybody that is watching this, they are watching it like emotion. That's impossible. Because you control the emotions, and you control the fact when something happens, that you control what you laugh. A lot of times, you know, once I laugh, they gotta tell you, oh, shit, don't laugh. Right? Don't laugh and survive. Right? Laugh later. But you still gonna laugh. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that
That's the control.
I'm saying that ain't control. That's knowing how to align them. Listen, aligning, not control. Listen, if you control them, then that would have happened in the first place. So controlling something is making. Listen, I control the song. I can figure out I control it. But I can tell you when I'm using, when I'm not. That's control. I can't tell you when the next time I'm gonna feel pain. I can't tell you when the next time I'm gonna feel happiness. If I'm allowing the circumstances to create that inside of me. The only time your emotions become a tool is when you learn how to create them from inside. And not waiting on the outside to present themselves for you to feel a certain type of way. Then you become a slave to your emotions.
How can you believe in utilizing something as a tool and not believe that you have control?
Listen, it ain't about control. Listen, a lot of people think having a woman is about control. Yeah, control is what you man should control. But it's not about controlling the life. It's about being in the world and being unresistant. Listen, when you unresistant to your emotions, to what's going on, you understand two things, right? You understand what pain is, right? You understand how it feels. You understand what happened to make you feel the way you do. And if you work, like you should feel the way. I live in the hard road. Okay, I walk over every day. But do I move from my heart rate? No. Listen to this, man. I'm heartbroken all the time. When I wake up, when I look at people that I love that just won't make it up for themselves, I'm heartbroken. But that heartbroken not gonna make me feel fool. Not gonna make me say, give this money. Because I know they're not gonna steal no juice.
Do you recall the first time that you had heartbreak?
Listen, let me tell you something. The first time I had heartbreak, it was like this, right? It wasn't really heartbreak. I had no heart to break. Let me tell you something. Every time we somewhere, we don't have heartbreak, we have withdrawals, right? Let me tell you something. When you take something from me that I'm used to getting, it's gonna make me feel sick until I get it again, right? And that's the thing, right? We confuse that with heartbreak, right? True heartbreak is when you have to whip yourself away from your family, from your people you love, because you want to be different. That's heartbreak. You can't see it. When you love to death, how the fuck you gonna see it? Because you changed to be a new person. That's fucking heartbreak. Listen, everything else is just like, right? The real heartbreak is when you gotta be a different person, and everybody you once knew gotta disappear and fade away. But at the same time, you still love them.
So mine is compared to the time that you felt that feeling. Because it's not a feeling that you've never had.
The first time I felt that feeling, listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that feelings are not good. But I'm saying that moving off them in any direction is wrong.
But can you see the value in understanding the root of where you got that feeling from and understanding the trauma that you went through to have that feeling?
There's a value in that. There's a value in that. The value in everything you get. Everything I gotta try to do well. At any moment I can slip, like you said, and go right back to the bottom. I come off the bottom and just hit my right vibration to go. Right? That's in a blink of an eye, right? I gotta keep that my one go as easy. So I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying they both can't be controlled.
So if you validating your feelings with someone that does not have a hold of their advice would you give them then if you don't think they can control it?
None. Listen, I'm dealing with people every day that want to deal with me when I make them feel good. Because they want to deal with me when I got some form. If I ain't got nothing to make them feel good, they won't deal with me. So I just deal with them people based on their circumstances. What can I do? I can't do shit. That's who they are. Because at that very moment they do love, but they confuse. They think love is me giving them something. And I know I'm giving it to them out of love, but it's the type of love they don't understand. So I continue to do it. They're not tricking me. I just continue to do it because they blind and unaware of what love is. And life, I believe, is them very moments to where you feel love to where life become worth living.
So if you believe that your energy can transform somebody, why wouldn't you release any energy to help those people change their lives?
My energy can't transform nobody because if it did, it would do it permanently. My energy can do what? It can influence somebody to possess a different type of energy within themselves.
For them to possess that, shouldn't they control it?
Observe it. Because listen, let me tell you something. It can just come and blow like the wind. Emotions like winds, like the waves, they stay blowing, stay going. Like the ocean. You know, the ocean blows, about to be like things die in the ocean. The ocean never cry, right? Because this is process. This is what you got to go through. But the ocean aware of what's going on. So all I'm saying is that you should stay aware of your emotions.
Yeah, that was the fire department.
First time having seen those citrus.
It's so easy. One exact tomato peeling process is so satisfying.
Essentially explain to me emotions. You tell me what I mean. Everybody feel like because I love you, even if you're wrong, I gotta defend you. Because I love you, whatever you do, I gotta put up with it. Because I love you, you can do anything with me based on that love, right? Some people think, right? So I just got a different understanding of love. I tell people like that, you give a fuck how you feel, right? Because how you gonna make me be a slave of my love? I gotta do even what's wrong for the love that's not right? No, man, I ain't gonna do that, right? I ain't gonna do that because I understand two things. I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love, not knowing what I was facing. That's what I want. Listen, what I'm saying is, right, you are faced against everything daily, right? Daily. It's coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. You have to level your emotions to deal with this world. Because I can be scared of a dog, walk down the street, dog, boom. I can't stop myself putting that first, but third, but I can catch myself right after that. The dog coming along is going to activate the fear, like you said. The particular brain is going to automatically activate.
Right.
I can't control that. It's God, it's designed by God. They are pulling me. But I can be observing and learn how to redirect that. Right? You can do that. Listen, I'm just saying all day long, no red blood cells. You got 80% of them that's redirecting and keeping the 20% of the white blood cells alive. Right? But without the 80%, 20% wouldn't be alive. Right? Did you know this? Right? Did you know that every day in your body, the things that move your blood, they never sleep. You can work around the clock. They work when you sleep. Right? And people don't understand this, right? So I'm saying that emotions are something that
Alright, I need to eat, man.
Emotional
I'll be back.
intelligence should have been a class in school.
So how would you interpret an animal's emotions? You can see an animal's emotions.
Now, I'll tell you right here. My dog, right, for example, right? My dog know how to use it. If I